The funding winter is increasingly getting intense. 2022 saw the birth of 23 unicorns. And this year, till the filing of this report, the country has seen the birth of just 2 unicorns. The year 2021 had seen 44 unicorns. The term unicorn is used to describe a startup company that is valued at $1 billion or more. The startup funding fell by 72% in 2023, with firms securing only $7 billion this year. Last year, it was $25 billion. In 2023, the late-stage funding took the biggest blow, dropping by 73%, closely followed by early-stage funding that sank by 70%, and seed stage falling by 60% compared to 2022. Seed fund is the very first stage of financing a startup. Early stage funds are raised for the purpose of supporting the development of a company's products or services, while the late stage subsumes Series C, private equity investments, and pre-IPO rounds.
One is there has been a rationalization that has happened across the industry. I believe there was a fair bit of irrational optimism that had prevailed in the late stage funding over the last, let's say, 3-4 years. Right? And that has come to bear where corrections have happened. What it has done is it has separated the quality investments from some of the ones that are underperforming. The ones that are performed where there is a clear path to profitability or profitability already, where the competition has distanced itself from the other competitors, that is where you're seeing significant late-stage funding still coming through.
Okay.
And that's partially true across the board perpetually. However, in this case, because we had all that irrational optimism in the past, it's looking much more. I think the separation that has happened of quality companies from the ones that are lesser quality companies, that will continue to be there. So you will see that separation of late stage funding. Then again, 5 years out, would that change? Of course it can. But over the short term, and by a year, 2 years, I think we're going to see that discipline of late stage capital going in now.
As the expert pointed out, quality investments are still going on. Several startups secured reasonable deals in 2023, particularly in the late-stage rounds such as PhonePe, Lenskart, DMI Finance, Ola Electric, and Udaan, among others. While fintech, retail, and enterprise allocation remained the most funded sectors, investors also showed interest in the environment and space tech sectors. So exactly what does it take to attract capital?
It comes down to a few things. It comes down to positioning. Have you got the right positioning in the market? Have you got the ability to have unit cost profitability visible, where if either you have profitability or you're going to have a path to profitability, which is pretty clear. I think those are important ones. And so the startups which have demonstrated that, those are the ones that are actually getting that late stage funding.
Venture capitalists are reportedly sitting on a huge cash pile worth $20 billion called dry powder. Experts claim these VCs are waiting for the interest rate to come down in the global markets, and they may loosen the purse strings, leading to revival in the funding ecosystem.
Overall consensus among the investors and among other ecosystem players is that the investors are super bullish on India for a long term. So things should improve, and it may not go back to 2021 levels, which was probably an aberration. But if you look at the funding trend today, it's less than $10 billion in, and so we are back to like a 2015-16 level. Our sense is that it should improve in the quarters to come, and we should go back to a pre-COVID level of about $15 to $20 billion.
Clearly, we may not see a repeat of 2021, but things are certainly looking up for startups as the global economy is on a recovery path. Going forward, vigilant investors and profit-driven scalable startups will be the new normal.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
She's working her way to the corner office. Business Standard.